And I thought, it'd be really cool if this artwork in these cafes, these creatives are creating, could be brought online and everybody could kind of just purchase it online. But the goal of it was a two-sided marketplace, bringing artists together with public spaces like restaurants and cafes for sale to the public.
There's also just always been this challenge for artists to get an audience before they've got, gallery representation.
And yeah, I think just in the B2B world, especially in the high-end commercial world, commercial design world, people want things quickly and they want it to be real accurate. There's something happening in the human brain as they describe the combination of visual and audio that's happening. But I'm not seeing yet even enough where I'm like, I'm going to dedicate a ton of resources yet, where I'm like, okay.
And now we have like a query, if you will, that can go and find it in an AI-ish context to go further.
The AI is pretty good at pulling out what the most important ones are of what that person's saying. Like if I pick a song, it's going to show me other songs in that genre that I do like pretty well.
Like, do you want to wear the red pants or the green pants? You got to get them down to a choice space where you're happy as a designer. It's about prepping that option in a way where they've got like a couple of options or maybe a few, but they're happy with it because they feel like you did a bunch to get them there.
That's an interesting thought, that part of them determining that they liked it was actually the process that you went through and the work that you went through. So that piece, like that piece I was even describing was for Amazon, but Amazon had 20 different locations and they wanted really local, original, custom artwork. There's changes that people will make or requests being made by the artist. I think the piece, a lot of people talk about, well, is art in its traditional form going to go away, especially, two-dimensional printed artworks. I do think that AI will be a new medium that people use in artwork creation. Kind of where the AI ends is where the creativity will begin for artists, and how they manipulate it will be something new and different.
That would be the place that because like we do this a lot where we just help folks try to figure out how AI would, could benefit them. But a lot of times, like one tactic that's really works well is figuring out where you have human bottlenecks. A lot of time, energy is spent trying to do something, trying to understand that process more can usually give you a cue.
It's a different AI like presentation app that helps you kind of just automatically put the presentations together. And so I think helping them to visualize what it might look like with the AI, especially when you're doing custom work, is a really quick way to start iterating with them. And it's a lot of just pushing them to use it until they get better at it, because it just takes time. It takes time to use it. One solution to that is you hire somebody who that's just their prerogative. Like, use AI to generate this imagery, to get this project started, and on as many projects as you can.
And then record exactly what they're doing, and get into their mind a lot more to figure out like, what is it about that? And I'm going to call that the query. And then the question is like finding candidate assets and reducing those down and figuring out like what's going through their head. Typically, like designers have heuristics that they're following. Then I'd want to like dig into the art itself. And that's where you can use a lot of generative technology quite well to like characterize it. And even with ChatGPT-4, you also say, and along the way, every time you get a response to your question, I want you to update your characterization of the scene.